Hello and good afternoon. I do hope that everyone is having a wonderful Tuesday. Those that are tuning in live, I thank you for tuning in. And those who are listening to the replay, I always thank you for taking time out. And I hope you are having a wonderful day. I appreciate each and every one of you who are listening in to me weekly and giving me your positive feedback on how these lives impact both you and your family. So I thank you for encouraging me and motivating me. It really makes me feel good to know that this is making a difference. And as each of you join in, I do ask that you will post your name, where you're from, and if you can share one positive mention that has happened to you recently in your life. And it doesn't have to relate to nutrition or health or exercise or anything like that. But if you can just please share, some good news. It's always nice to hear some good stuff from people. I would like to pause first before I jump into the topic and to speak more about, let me do one thing with my banner real quick. There we go. So I would like to speak about the state of the world and the affairs of the world. And in the midst of this pandemic with COVID-19, in the midst of the racial injustice pandemic, you know, in the midst of what we see, God is shifting things around and moving things around for our good. And I can't stress enough the importance of wearing your mask, exercising social distancing, limiting your exposure to large crowds, especially since things are reopening. I have a dear friend of mine, I'll share a real quick story, that recently shared with me that they may have been exposed to COVID-19, being around one of their family members whose spouse was exposed by a coworker who decided to go to a club one night and just the next morning was not feeling very well, still went to work. So now we are talking about four people being affected because now a child is involved. And so we are waiting on results and pending results of a COVID test, and we're praying that it is negative. So please, please, please take this seriously. And I continue, my prayers continue to go out, and, that God's love and joy and peace will just take over this world. Okay. In the name of Jesus. So today, I am excited to share that I am starting a brand new series, Weight Loss, Clean Eating, and Why is it so hard? Why is it so doggone hard? And so I was led to start this series because I so often hear, I'm doing the right things. I eat healthy. I'm exercising every day. The weight is not coming off. Why? And I say this with all due respect. You know, you don't know what you don't know. Nutrition, weight loss, exercise, that lifestyle change is not as easy as a Google search. It's not as easy as following a diet. It's not as easy as 1, 2, 3. If it was that easy, all of us would be at our ideal weight, right? No medications, no high blood pressure, no diabetes, no high cholesterol, no inflammation, etc. I think you get the point. So my goal is to help bridge the gap between, your weight loss struggles, your eating struggles, and the goals that you are trying to achieve, not just for the short term, but for the long term. At the end of the day, it's all about stepping into your highest level of health in the most sensible, the most enjoyable possible way. All that being said, my topic today is I eat low carb. Why is the weight not coming off? Okay. Be sure to stick with me to the very end. I do have a special opportunity that I do want to share with you to really get some complimentary, personalized one-on-one support to really help fill in those gaps in how you're eating and how to add more healthy foods to your food list to finally allow you to see some results in your energy levels and to jumpstart your weight loss. So if you have just tuned in, please, 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 I ask that you, say hi to me and post where you're calling from or where you're tuning in from rather, and share a positive mention. It doesn't have to be related to nutrition, it doesn't, or exercise or anything like that. Just kind of share some positive news for us. And so for those who do not know me, I am Sandra Goldtree. I am a registered dietitian. I'm a certified personal trainer and also a health coach. And my goal is very, very simple. I simply want to help you. I want to help you lose weight in the healthiest way possible, reach your health goals, reach your life goals so that you feel good about yourself and that you're able to do the things that you really enjoy doing in life. Also, to let you know that you don't have to struggle. You don't have to go at it by yourself. You don't have to do a Google search. That is my mission. That is really my mission for you, is to make things easier for you. So, again, I'm starting a new series, and it is called Weight Loss, Clean Eating. Why is it so hard? And specifically today, I eat low carb. Why is the weight still not coming off? I mean, what is really going on? So, I have a question for you. Which one of these describe your current eating patterns? So, is it low carb? Is it high protein? Or is it high fat? So, if you're tuning in live, please just chime in and say, is it low carb, high protein, or high fat? Also, if you're listening to the replay, please respond the same. I would love to know kind of where we all are at. So, you're eating low carb, but you feel tired all the time, in addition to the weight not coming off. One reason is you're not eating real food. Okay, so a low carb diet is much more than about lowering your intake of carbs. You have to replace those empty carbs with real nutritious foods. So throw away those low carb products, the Atkins bars and things like that. You know, they're not real food, and they're not really good for you in the long run. And so to lose weight, you want to stick to eating low protein, or lean protein rather, lean protein, plant-based and or animal, fish, eggs, healthy fats, vegetables, balanced with adequate carbs so that there is some premium gas in your tank. Okay, so you have something to go with. Also, the treats like those paleo and keto cookies and brownies, they can cause problems. Even though they are made with healthy ingredients, they should be considered occasional treats, not something that you're eating every single day, not something that you're using to replace whole foods. So reply yes or no. Do you tend to gravitate to diet foods, such as something that says low carb on the packaging, reduced sugar, fat free, sugar free? I'll go in as far as throwing gluten free. It's not a diet food, but many people feel that they're eating gluten free, it's promoting weight loss. Okay, so if some of those tag words on packagings really gravitate to you, let me know. Okay, and post yes or no. So you're eating low carb, right? The scale is not moving. Another reason, you are not getting enough sleep. That's a big thing. Sleep is incredibly important for overall health. Okay. Study after study continues to show that a lack of sleep correlates one-on-one with weight gain and obesity, right? So this gives you more proof that weight loss is not just as simple as a Google search. It's not as easy as 1, 2, 3, and it's not just about food and exercise. A lack of sleep can make you feel hungrier. It will make you feel munchy, like you want to munch all the time. It will also make you feel tired, less motivated to exercise, and to want to eat healthy. So, sleep is one of the pillars of health. Okay. If you're doing everything right, again, you don't know what you don't know, but if you're doing everything right and still you're not getting proper sleep, you will not see the results that you are expecting. So getting adequate sleep is an area that I attack head on my first session with a new client, because it is so vital to their overall success. And it takes time, because you have to make lifestyle shifts. You have to change some habits that you've been doing for years, and it takes time. So sleep experts continue to recommend 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. People always ask me, every night? Yes, you're breathing every day, right? So yes, you need to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. And it's all about time management. Okay. My goal is to get my clients to at least 7 hours of sleep. It takes baby steps, but we get there bit by bit. And once they realize the benefits of it and they live it and witness it, it's very difficult for them to go back to living off of 4 and 5 hours of sleep every night. Many of us brag, man, I only had 4 hours of sleep and I was able to get all this stuff done. But trust me, your body is working in overtime to keep you going, because you're really riding on fumes. Okay. So how many hours of sleep do you get on most nights? Okay. So if it's less than 7, say 7. If it's 7, post 7 or reply 7 if you're listening to the replay. And if it's more than 7 hours, please post more than 7 hours. Okay. So this is a very important topic. And let's drive this thing on home. So you're eating low carb, right? The weight is still not coming off. Not only is it not coming off, you're gaining weight. Okay. What is that all about? So you've been restricting calories or carbs a little too much for a little too long. So it's a good idea. It's not a good idea to have the body in a severe calorie deficit for long periods of time. Okay. So honestly, it's not necessary to even restrict calories to the point of deprivation in order to lose weight or to improve health outcomes. So that's usually the two primary reasons why people restrict carbs. They're trying to lose weight or they're trying to lower their blood sugar levels, neither of which are possible to accomplish the goal. So what is deprivation? So I saw a post one day. This person was on keto and they were celebrating, their current weight loss. But in the same post, in all caps, they said, I am craving a pizza so bad. And I replied, eat some pizza. So the moral of the story is if you are having strong cravings on a regular basis, this is deprivation. So food for thought. Willpower, they'll win a few battles, but cravings will always win the war. Okay. So do you experience cravings regularly? Usually, usually the triggers are a stressful day, you're feeling overwhelmed, you have a lot of responsibilities, and then you couple that all with eating low carb. So you're already restricting calories, that kind of exacerbates the situation. So, so post cravings, if you experience cravings regularly. Okay. So basically, in a nutshell and in summary, it is important to have realistic expectations. At the end of the day, real weight loss, sustainable weight loss takes time. It's not a marathon. Well, actually, it is. It is a marathon. What it is not a race. It's not the 100-yard dash. It's not a sprint. So losing 1 to 2 pounds per week is realistic. That's a realistic, healthy weight loss. It sounds good to lose 25 and 30 pounds in like 30 to 45 days, but just know that your body pays a price for that in the long run. It's all about what you can do to sustain, things that you are able to sustain for the long haul. Balanced nutrition, effective exercise, okay? Effective exercise, not hitting it hard every single day. Balance and exercise and cross training, quality sleep, time management while enjoying life in the process. So no matter what changes, you are making in how you eat or how many diets you have tried, are you still stuck at your present weight or are you even gaining weight? Is your blood pressure still high? Are your blood sugar levels still high? Here's another piece of information. It is not normal for your A1C to remain in pre-diabetic range for a year after your doctor told you that they're elevated. It doesn't take that long for them to go down. Don't play with your life. Cholesterol levels, are they still elevated? Are you tired all the time? You do not have to accept this as your normal. There are solutions out there. And I invite you to a one-on-one conversation with me where we can really take a deeper dive as to what I've discussed in this particular live, as well as, the reasons why restricting carbs too much is hindering you from losing the weight and not lowering your blood sugar levels. And so basically we would work, talk a little bit more detail on what healthy foods we can add to your food list to get you on the best nutrition path for what your goals are. And also, you want to leave the call with some tangible, actionable steps that you can actually use to move you forward. So definitely, if you're ready to have this conversation with me, definitely reach out to me at bit.ly Converse with Sandra. And it's also posted on the screen. And I look forward to having that one-on-one conversation with you. And this concludes what I have for this week. But next week, you will hear much more about an exciting 3-day free challenge that I'm going to head up. So who's not up for a challenge, right? It's going to be a live challenge and I'm going to do each day. And, it will help you not only reset, recalibrate, and reboot your weight loss and your energy levels, but also get your body on the best path for overall improved health and outcomes. So continue to stay safe. Please wear your mask. Limit the large crowds during this time. We're not out of the woods. Be blessed and have a great rest of your day. And I'm so grateful that you tuned in today. Oh, well, let's see here. I see a comment. Okay, here we go. Well, I'll say hello to my husband. Very supportive. Thank you for tuning in today. And I will see you same time next week. Bye-bye.